Oh, hello there, Esports Talk viewers. This video was actually made right before the TenZ announcement that he was bought out by Sentinels from Cloud9, but I still thought it was a great discussion from a separate esport pro player talking about contract jail and sometimes how this can make players feel. So, please, don't go blaming Doublelift. There are actually tons of people out there and players and pros who thought maybe Cloud9 took this a bit too far with their tweets from Jack Etienne and their social account, but then we found out the day after they had actually sold TenZ. So those jokes in particular were funny, but it does not take away from the whole discussion of players, top-notch esports players being stuck in contracts and what Doublelift says, almost feeling like cattle. So please, don't go after Cloud9, Jack Etienne, Doublelift. I just really enjoyed the discussion that all of this kind of provoked. And this topic just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. We have talked about reactions from Shroud, a great one from Sean Gares about the TenZ contract jail currently with Cloud9. Can he make it over to Sentinels? A lot of people giving their 2 cents and their perspective on a situation which, yes, is very complicated. A lot of us feeling bad for TenZ, and the reverse side of that, a lot of people saying, hey, Cloud9 has to get theirs. I understand both sides, and as long as you guys do, hey, you take whatever side you want as long as you can see that there are multiple sides to a complicated case like this. Doublelift now, a League of Legends, well, familiar face to many, a famous face to most, has now given his reaction to the TenZ contract jail. Someone who he himself, I'm sure, has had contractual issues over his long span in the esports scene, has now given definitely some interesting words on this. You know, when an owner like Cloud9 Jack Etienne has tweeted out the things he has, here's what that makes Doublelift think of.
Teammates or Jack wants him to play in Academy. And I would say, I mean, if you follow Valorant at all, Jack literally is like, they're both like probable, like they're both not probable, I would say, like reasonable to think. If you look at Jack, like, where is he? Yeah, so like TenZ is on loan to Sentinels, and the rumor is that he's contract jailed and Jack won't let him go for a ridiculous buyout. And then after they won, Jack tweets something out like this. I mean, it is in the best interest of the org to sell him for as high as possible, but it fucks over the player because they don't get to go to the org that they want to go to, and also it puts a ton of stress on the player who signed a contract when they were like 17, 18 years old. They were just a kid trying to get into the scene. And obviously, it's just one of those very ugly parts of esports, right? Players being in contract prison, and then, yeah. It really sucks when an owner tweets something out like that. It just makes as a player, it makes you feel like you're just like a cattle trying to get sold off to the highest bidder. You know, Jack, obviously, that's pretty tasteless, I would say, because it doesn't feel good if you're the player in this case, where it's just like, I just won this huge tournament, international event, and my owner's tweeting money in the bank because he wants to sell me to the highest bidder. So yeah, I think like it's possible that it's Jack trying to do it for financial reasons so that you can sell King to, or you can even sell Sven, because that has happened before. If you think about C9, they have sold so many players. They sold Palafox and Diamond to FlyQuest. They sold Sven Skaren, jungler, to Evil Geniuses. They sold Jensen to TL. I mean, the team is very good at farming talent and then selling it to other teams for a very high price.
And yesterday we talked about Sean Gares, formerly a Cloud9 guy himself, has also ran into contractual issues or been in contract prison, contract jail himself. So if you guys want to check out that video, it's just so interesting to see the variety of responses out there to Jack's tweets, which I saw as a joke, and then all of a sudden you see these perspectives and you think about if you were in TenZ shoes, and again, there are still 2 sides, right? Cloud9, they saw the potential. I don't know if they saw this much potential in TenZ and what he has built for himself, but clearly there's a value there that they feel they are rightfully owed to. at least a good portion of that value, or at least they should be paid for their efforts of seeing it early on. And then when you think about TenZ in his shoes, obviously wanting to be with Sentinels, not with Cloud9. You sign with Cloud9 at a very young age. You think at the time a 3-year contract's amazing, and then you blow up in a new game with a new job, with a new team, doing things you never probably thought you could do in that early on period with Cloud9. And it's complicated for sure. Certainly see both sides on this. It was interesting to see Doublelift compare it to, you know, when you see your own owner tweet about it, it can't feel too good. But hey, we'll see if TenZ ever speaks his side on this once things are cleared up, however soon or late they might be. What do y'all think about it, though? Certainly a complicated issue. I really do enjoy talking about. Let's keep it level-headed. All right, give me your thoughts. I'll catch you back here next time. Remember, drink up for me. All right? Okay. Bye.